So gonna do a little video out here in the layout room. Haven't done one in a while. Gonna be doing some changes, making some pretty major changes to my town. I've already got some stuff actually moved. Doing some reballasting. I'll try to show some of this as I do it. There may be some people out there who want to see how I ballast my Kato track. Also, going to try to document the changes to the town as we go. So this may be one big video in the end over a period of a few weeks. So I may just put it together all at one time. But that's what we're doing, and I'm going to get at it. And I found that if you just run it right along the edge of the track and let it fall. And on my Kato, on my unitrack, I do not do the center. I've tried that. There's not enough color difference to see. You can see how this will just fall along the edge of your track, and then I'll go back and knock the edges down. I can actually use my fingers. Sometimes I'll use a brush to knock it down, make it look good. And then I'll come back and I will show you how I use the glue mixture to fix it. Again, I'm going to show how I do this, and I've already done most of this, but I'll take my spoon and fill it with ballast and then just let it fall along the edge. I found these bottles last year at, I want to say it was at Hobby Lobby. Give them a shout out, but it's great because you can just dribble and it's pretty fast. Okay, so first thing when ballasting, and I've got to do this side now, and I've got a double crossover. I want to protect this double crossover, so I don't take any chances on the switches. I take these up like so. If there's a little, if I can't get it covered, then it's just the way it looks. I'm not that worried about it. You want to have room for your finger if you have to manually throw the switches, to do that and not mess up your ballast anyway. So we'll get a scoop of ballast and on the crossover. And this is one of the hardest spots on my layout for me to reach. We will sprinkle some of this over top. I like to have it over top of the plastic ballast that they've got on here. Just a little bit, makes it look a little nicer. So this intersection here I've got to redo. When I had my wonderful lightning strike that some may not know about, I had to replace this turnout. So that had to come up as bad as I hate to do it, but I'm gonna replace it. I can't decide what I'm gonna do with this as far as how I'm gonna replace it. So my existing town area here, this was not like this. This was like this, this. Let's just show you. So the idea is for all this to back up to this somewhere close to this location. Something like this here. What's going to happen is, I'll move this so you can see. So I'm in disarray now, I'm in progress of, but what's going to happen is this siding that serves my Bay State milling, I'm going to move in close to the main line. So it's going to curve here and come down this direction, this close to the main line, so that I can get the room to add my town area. That's the idea. There'll be either another street cut off of this road and come down the middle of town. And if you can see this in this area, I'm going to create some type of a town square. So, and I will change camera angles and show you this side might be the easiest way. So the idea being that this will come across then. I don't know where this will be exactly. This siding here, which is now my NGK, let's go back to this. This is going to move. I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to move this straight across. So it's gonna dead end over here, and I'm gonna have to do a little work on this ditch. You can see the ditch here. So I love the ditch the way it looks, but I'm gonna have to fill this in and run this side straight. It's gonna be a little shorter. I'm gonna kind of hurt my NGK a little bit, but it's not an industry that I switch out a lot. I don't keep a lot of cars there at one time, so that's the plan for that, to give me room to have, because I love the structures, I love doing the buildings. I've got a new hospital coming. That's going to be, I think, in the town area somewhere. And I'm also going to probably change the name of my town and make this a little bit more of a fictitious town, due to the fact that I've got some stuff that's already not, we have some bigger buildings that really doesn't fit the city of Mooresville, North Carolina, as well as it should. So I'm probably going to change. Anyway, roughly, this would be the way to do it, to back up this for the street to come across here too. Got this ballast is now spread, and I'm going to show you the process that I use to pre-wet the ballast using a mixture of alcohol and water. So I've got the town area, as you can see, cleaned out, and changes are getting ready to happen. So I think maybe first project's going to be moving this siding over, remembering that there's going to be a new street in this area. And this street may be able to stay the same place. I may have to add to the side of the street and widen it. But here's what we got right now, and just stay tuned. So we're going to start with this project. Like I said, this track's going to come up not all the way, just back to here. So we usually will start with this, and I have glued my track down, so usually it pops up pretty easy. And I hate to do this in a way because it's a lot of work to get down, but for the sake of progress, but now we've got this loose, so we're going to take. So now we have the two sides loose. This will stay the way it is. I believe I may put this short piece of track back in here to curve. I don't know. Yeah, actually, I'm thinking probably so, but it'll still get cleaned off. So this piece, oh yeah, this piece has to go back in here. Like that, probably should lift it down. And then we'll curve from here. So we're gonna go and clean this track, and then I'll be back. Okay, so you can see that I have the track pieces clean, and I'm gonna take this now. We're gonna loosen up some of this old ballast. So now we will look at what we're going to try to do with the track. So my thinking is so this is the idea. Now, it should be sufficient. I'm still worried about how much space I've got over here, but I think I'll be fine. And this is what we'll go with.